you get to the very end of the day, you just get up and walk home, or is there some sort of routine? So what I want to talk about is how you can go about wrapping up the day. Welcome to the Domination show. I am your host, James Borman, and if you are coming through, please do let me know. Let me just show you this. Look at this beautiful sunrise. Absolutely stunning. Very lucky to live here. So listen, one of the biggest things that I used to really struggle with, and I know that other people struggle with this, is wrapping up a day. So that actually when you do leave work or you stop work, there's a process, there's a system, there's a way, series of steps that you can follow that allows you to unwind and actually be able to go into personal space. And that is really important, to have that balance and that shift between the other. So how do we go about, firstly, what is the wrap-up period? All right, so I create like a couple of systems to help manage different parts of the day, different parts of the working day. We have the morning routine, the kill zone, the logistical zone, the wrap-up period, the transition routine. But the wrap-up period is about wrapping up your particular working day before then going on to a transition routine, which the transition routine is very much like the morning routine, but preparing you for home. The wrap-up period, I usually have 4 steps that allow me to unwind and untangle myself out of work and work tasks and work emotions. You know what it's like being a business owner. We enthrall ourselves into it. We consume ourselves into that work, and it's very difficult to get out of that web. So step one is to set an alarm. So listen, if you say that you're going to finish at 5 o'clock in the evening, you've got to finish at 5 o'clock in the evening. No questions asked. You've got to finish at 5 o'clock in the evening. So you are going to set your alarm at 4:45. And what that will do will trigger you, alert you to that you're coming close to the end of the day. Because what we end up happening is, oh my God, it's 5:15. I didn't even realise. That is the trigger to say it's time to start the wrap-up phase. It's time to slow down the work. It's time to start finishing up. Do you remember when the teachers used to say, start finishing up now? We're going to be finished in a minute. That's what that is. That's that notification for you to say, okay, it's time to slow it down. The second thing is to brain dump. Now the brain dump is, once you've finished at 5 o'clock, you've had the 15 minutes to unwind, the brain dump allows you to then go, right, I'm going to write down every single thing that I feel that I need to still achieve. All the things that have popped into my head, all of the things that you've done, all of the things that need to be done. And you just brain dump, you just grab a piece of paper and a pad and you get it all out of your system. Because a lot of the time we carry everything in here and we carry that home with us. And it becomes very difficult to have a personal life when you constantly think about what you've got to do, future plans, ideas, whatever it is. Okay, so we've set our alarm to trigger us that you've got 15 minutes left. We've then written down and brain dumped everything that needs to be done. The next thing is then to review your day. So a quick daily review. Your biggest wins, your happiest moments, and your biggest distractions. In those 3 categories, how did you do at the end of the day? How did you perform? What could you have done better? What were your biggest wins? What were your biggest distractions? It's about reviewing that day and understanding yourself a little more. Okay, improving the way that you work, connecting with that awareness of how you're performing. And I think it's really important. I think you should be doing it in schools as well. I think it's a really strong tool to have. And then the last thing is clarify what your top 3 things are going to be the next day. Certainty in here and here really helps when you are trying to be a business owner and walk away. Sometimes it's very difficult, and walk away from the project. So 4 things, including a wrap up. Set your alarm, that's your trigger. Then go into your brain dump. Explode everything that's going on in your mind. Then we're going to go straight into the review process. So review how your day was, biggest wins, biggest distractions, happiest moments. And then the last thing is clarity. Clarify what your top 3 things are going to be tomorrow. Then you walk out of the office, walk away from the laptop, and then you begin a transitional routine, which I'll talk about tomorrow. Hope that helps. Let me know if that does help, and I'll catch you up tomorrow.